Hello and welcome to this pre-tournament press conference with Sonoma State head men's basketball coach, Rich Shawitz. Coach, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Absolutely. Well, we're looking forward to seeing your team play on Thursday. You guys will be the 2:30 game against the number 4 seed Humboldt, Cal Poly Humboldt. But let's just talk a little bit about your season and what fans kind of had the opportunity to watch this year. I think we got to start with kind of the interesting way. I got to tell the whole story about the season. You guys were picked to finish 12th in the conference. Started off the year with 6 losses. Just tell me what you guys did to turn it around. You guys earned the number 5 seed in the conference, and let's be honest, probably surprised a lot of people along the way.
Yeah, I didn't have any expectation for any coaches to believe that we were going to be any good. We're coming off a 3-win season last year, and in the CCAA, no one really knows what you have coming in and what kind of jump any of your players are making. So we had 9 new guys come in, and I knew it was going to take us a minute for us to figure out if we can be any good. I did not anticipate a 0-6 start, but that's what happens. We had a couple injuries here and there, but all excuses aside, we were 0-6, so that was the bottom line. We made some changes, and that really helped us. And once we got the first one, it kind of created belief on what we were doing. And as that occurred, we started getting better. And as you know, there's a lot of luck involved when it comes to having a good season and winning games. And luck fell on our side a couple times, and we started going. And the more and more we had success, the more belief occurred within the team, and the team started getting becoming more of a team at that point. And it led us to this point where, even though we were playing really, really well as we were going, we hit a couple key injuries. A key injury to Nick Klarman really hurt us and kind of put us on a transition stage again, to where we needed to find somebody else that was going to help us pick up the slack for him. But I think we were able to do that, and we were able to win the games that we needed to get in. I would have liked to win a couple more that I thought we could have won, but you can't cry over spilled milk. You got to move forward. So here we are.
You talk about luck out there. Basketball is always kind of one of those unique games because only 5 players are on the floor at once. Obviously, there's a lot more to it on that one, but Sonoma State has the opportunity to boast one of the best players in the CCAA. Each week or each game, I'm sure you guys feel like you guys probably the best one out there. Talking about just the season from Jalen Wells and how well he did, and just the confidence he probably provides to the other guys on your team.
We'll talk about making a jump and really improving himself. I know he had a good season last year for a freshman, but he really worked hard and just added some things to his game that have really helped him make the jump to where he is now. But I got to give credit to his teammates for buying into the fact that he is arguably the best player in the league, and they understand that, and they've taken the roles too to help him get the ball, understand that where his strengths are, but also that he makes them better. So really pleased with all of our players and their buy-in to that, and really excited for Jalen for what he has earned and the jump he's made and his continued improvement. So we do feel fortunate, and everybody knows that a lot of our game plan is formed around him. So their game plan is also formed around him as well.
I'd like to ask you one question, kind of 2 parts on this one. So if somebody was looking at your team, they can see in the stats, what do you feel is your team's greatest strength, something that kind of shows up in the stats, something that we could just look through and see? And what do you feel is your team's greatest strength, something that doesn't show up in the stats?
Well, statistically, we've been a pretty good scoring team this year, shooting at a high percentage. We're a really good free throw shooting team. And so I think even though I'd love our identity to be that we really defend and we're really tough, I feel like, when you look at the statistics, we're scoring it pretty well. I think on the other side of what you don't see, and I think it's the togetherness of our group. I think that's what really, really boosted us in those rough times, of our guys staying together, our guys playing as a unit, our guys believing in each other. I think there's a lot of pride and there's a lot of belief in the locker room in one another every night on the floor.
Other one I just want to talk to you about, just because we are coming to this one, talking about your opponent, Humboldt. You had the chance to play them so early in the season. Let's be honest, that was during your 6-game losing streak. You did come back and beat them later on. What can fans expect to see when you guys go against Humboldt in the 4-5 game on Thursday?
I mean, I think it's going to be a war. I think that they're a high paced team, really want to get up and down, play fast, score a ton of buckets. They are ultra talented. Those guys, he's got a lot of really, really good players in there. For us, we're going to work and really try to defend, really try to take care of the ball and really be physical like we've been all year. When we went up there, I think that loss up there helped us. That loss up there was our best. That was the best game we had played up to that point. And I felt like we had a chance to win that game, even without two starters. Dylan Yahweh and Austin Fadal were both injured, and we still had a chance to win. And then we came to our place and we were full strength and we played better, and we were able to beat them. But, in this league this year, anything can happen. As you know, the playoffs were decided by, one or two games from the last game of the year. So anything can happen. Our goal is to be out there, play together, play hard, and hope to have a chance at the end.
We still got to ask you 2 more quick questions, Coach. What does this just being in the tournament mean for your program, especially, like you said, after winning only 3 games last year?
I'm really excited for the players on my team. There's a couple guys that had not had success in the program before I took over, and being able to get them in. Being able for us to be into the tournament's a big deal and still playing. I sent a text message in the group text last night about that we're one of 18 teams in this region that get to practice tomorrow. And you should value that, and that we need to have a heightened sense of urgency because the chips are on the table now. And I talked about there were a lot of teams that we played and lost to that do not practice today. So I think it's really, really important that they understand that we've earned this, and what they've done for the program to get the ship back upright has been really great. And I'm thankful for that because, going into the year, we didn't know what to expect. We thought we could, and we did. So.
All right. Giving you one hypothetical. I'm sending you out on this note. Thursday, the game is going to be down to 1 point. You have your choice. You guys can be up 1 point, needing to get a stop with 8 seconds to go, or you guys can be down 1 point with the ball in your hands with 8 seconds to go. Which one are you taking?
I want to be up because I believe in how we defend. And 100 out of 100 times I would take that. And I think our guys believe in that as well. So I'll be up and rely on my defense.
I love it. Coach, thank you very much for your time. We look forward to seeing that matchup against Humboldt.
Thanks so much, Amy.